Hello class and welcome to COMN120 orientation for winter semester 2021. First of all, happy New Year. Hopefully everyone had wonderful holiday season and then you recovered from this insane 2020 year. Um, and I hope we'll have a much better 2021. Plenty of success, health, wealth, everything beautiful. So if you're watching this, you are in the right spot, which is the orientation for this course, walking you through Canvas requirements, test out requirements, what needs to be done to have a fun and successful semester. First, if you log in, as soon as you log into Canvas Shell, you'll see a welcome screen, which is giving you just idea of what the course is all about, where to go to get the steps to create steps file to create the test out account where you'll do most of your work. Then you'll go under the syllabus to review the syllabus, and then from there you'll be able to go and look at the discussion questions, what needs to be completed, and etc. I like to throw this as soon as the beginning of the orientation. I know most of you will fall asleep within 2 to 5 minutes. So this course is easy to pass. I'll show you in a sec that you can complete your quizzes, which are like called test and test out, and your labs twice. And I'll show you how to cheat legally. Yes, I said it, legally, without getting in trouble, to earn 100% on every single test and every single lab. You'll have discussion questions, weekly discussion questions you'll need to complete, which is a single post initial and then one reply. And then you'll be able to earn 15% of your grade. 60% is for the quizzes and the labs, and then 15% is for the discussion questions. Those are something that you can earn 100%. Then you'll have two tests which are 25%, and I'll give you practices for those and I'll prepare you for them to earn pretty straightforward, like an A 4.0 in the class. So passing it will not be a problem. It's how much time would you be willing to spend on this, which will allow you to have a wonderful semester. Test out, you don't need a textbook. You need to buy a voucher. You can either buy it from the bookstore or you can buy it directly from testout.com. And I have here for you a discount code, which I think, if I recall it, it'll be a little bit cheaper than the bookstore. So it's something that you might look into. If you'd like to purchase it, go under purchase, enter price code, and then from there you enter it. And this code is actually valid for every single thing that they have. So what we need for us is basically look at Test Out Network Pro. It's $129 compared to, I think the regular price is like $400-ish, for between $400 and $500. So you can buy other stuff. For IT folks, certifications are very critical in the field. So this company has the best prep that you need, and you don't need to buy anything else to get ready. So MOT is a testing center for CompTIA. So we do the A+, Linux Plus, Security Plus. What else do we do? A+, Security Plus, Linux Plus, and we do one more. I can't think of it. So you can buy these for school, and then these accounts are valid for 1 year. I bargain until you guys keep getting them for 1 year, so you can study after you finish them. After you finish the semester, you can keep studying and then go and pass the CompTIA testing, CompTIA certifications.mod, which are half price of what you pay outside of mod. So that's also something worked on for you to be able to go and get them done that way. So that's an option for you. You can go ahead and purchase it directly from Test Out, or you can go and buy it also from the bookstore if that's the route that you have to go through. So also there's weekly announcements. I'll tell you what needs to be done. So for example, here I'm reminding you to create your account and join the proper class, which the problem is that there's COMN120's courses in Test Out from previous semesters. And those are because the accounts are valid for 1 year. So a lot of times students either do not join the class or they join the wrong class. So please remember to look for COMN120-Winter 2021, because you will find fall 20, you will find winter 2020, 20, you'll find different courses available that are not the course that you need to join. And I'll go over the creating your account in a sec and show you the steps that you'll need to go through. And also, what you'll need to complete also in week 1 is introduce yourself in the discussion folder, which we'll go over in a sec, and then work on chapter 1, which is basic networking basics in test out, which I'll show you in a sec also how to log in and how to create all of that. So if you go under modules, you'll find the syllabus. That's the first thing we'll need to review. Oops, not this one. I'm sorry, my apologies. That's not what I need. I need the syllabus, which I did not unlock. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. My apologies for that. So it's right there, syllabus, that you'll need to click on. And then it will open. You can download it and save it with you, or you can just keep note of what these are. So, my name is Joel. I'll be your instructor for the semester. My office location is online. As you know, with COVID, everything is distance learning. I'm available basically all week long. If you need to meet, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to schedule a one-on-one Zoom meeting with you. I am planning on scheduling Zoom meetings during the week. I don't have the specific times right now. I'll post those in Canvas announcements in the next few days, and I'll have them open for anyone to drop in, like office hours, if you guys want to discuss something, or if you have a quick question or something like that. The best way to get hold of me is via email. I do check my email 7 days a week, multiple times a day. So if you send me an email, just give me 24 hours as expected, but usually within a half a day, you'll have an answer back from me. What I ask from you, please remember, please type COMN120 in the subject line, so I'll know it's from a student, COMN120-WWW01 Winter, so I'll know it's from a student and not the mails we're getting. With COVID, campus shut down, we receive a zillion number of emails a day related to that, with information and stuff like that. So if it's not from a student and I don't see it's from a student, I usually don't look at it at all. I just move on and not worry about it. So attendance is taken in Canvas, and I'll show you a sec. It's a survey that you'll have to take once a week. Semester starts on a Saturday, so you'll need to complete it before Friday of the same week, before 11:59 p.m. That is purely for financial aid purposes. This will not affect your grade. If you're not under financial aid and you're paying out of pocket, you don't even have to worry about it. If you don't want to do it, it will not affect you at all. It is purely for financial aid. And every Saturday morning, I send the attendance, and it's not something that is reversible. Once it's sent, it's sent. That's pretty much it. So please remember, if you are under financial aid, please remember to complete the survey, which is once a week in Canvas, and I'll show you a sec what it is. Course description, basically this is an introduction course for computer networking. For the networking majors, this is the base. It will give you a lot of terminology, concepts, ideas, and etc. So what you'll need is the lab sim code, which is something you can, like I stated, purchase from the bookstore or testout.com. I'll leave all of this for you. Grading, the usual. So what you'll have to complete is we'll do the first 11 sections from your course in test out. So you'll need to complete all the quizzes and all the labs, and those are 60% of your grade. Discussion questions, it will vary anywhere between 5 to 10. And that's 15% of your grade, and then you'll have 2 tests, one a midterm and a final, and those are 25% of your final grade. So as you can see, the calendar, something I strongly recommend that you keep note of. Starting today on the 9th, we'll be working on introducing yourself, and then section 1.0 after creating, of course, your account in test out and going through the process of having everything ready, up and running, joining the class, and etc. Next week, week 2, we'll have our first discussion questions, which I'll show you in a sec, where it's going to be under discussion folder that you'll need to complete. The discussions have 2 parts. Part 1 is your initial response, so you answering the question or questions that I assign you. 2 you replying to one classmate, one post, you're replying to one post with concrete data, meaning you need to add to what they're saying. Good job, I agree with you, well done. It will not be accepted as a reply. You need to add more content to whatever they posted. How much content? 3 to 5 sentences. That's basically what it is. I'm not looking for a whole page or 2 pages of content. It's just 3 to 5 sentences adding more information to that post. So you read one post and then you go ahead and reply to one of your peers, and then from there you reply with concrete, with substantial content. And as you can see, we'll go through the process. For example, section 5, you'll have 2 weeks to complete because it's a very, very long section. So I gave you 2 weeks to get done. And then section 6, which is chapter 6, also is a long one that has a lot of labs and quizzes. So that's why I'm allowing you 2 weeks to get done. Now, you can work ahead, which I strongly recommend, as some of these will have maybe 1 or 2 labs or 1 or 2 quizzes that you complete. I strongly recommend that you work ahead, and so like that it will allow you to be ahead of the game. And if in a week you have another class that is requiring from you a 10-15 page research paper or something like that, you can basically say, you know what, I'm caught up on COMN120, I can focus on the other class. So it is a strong recommendation that you try to work ahead, as you have that option to go ahead and do it and test out. So here it tells you initial post is by Tuesday before 11:59 p.m. and the reply is before Thursday of that same week before 11:59 p.m. So you answer the questions I gave you before Tuesday, and then you reply to one post before Thursday. Late policies, I usually don't accept late policies, and usually it's only if you complete the work on time. If you have a special situation, then we can talk about it as what can be done, how we can get it approved. Please make sure to get hold of me as soon as possible. Late policy also, incomplete policy, it's the same idea. I don't usually give incomplete policy grades. However, MOD's policies is that you have to have 75% of the grade completed with the passing, 75% of the work completed with the passing grade. Now, hopefully nothing bad will happen. That means you can still pass the class without any problem. You'll need to just discuss with me this, and we'll see if there's any way we can work something out for you to pass the class without any problems. Withdrawal policies, please don't do it. I don't care what's going on. You can always salvage your class and pass it. Get hold of me. Talk to me. Get hold of me. Let me figure out a way for you to pass the class. You have to finish as soon as possible. You have to hit the work field and then get a job as soon as possible. With the demand of IT jobs is unbelievable in the field. So before thinking about dropping, please get hold of me. Don't wait until week 12, 13 to get hold of me. That'll be very much late. I mean, there's not much that can be done at that time. Like I stated, hopefully nothing will happen to you or your loved one. But if something, get hold of me. Let me figure out how we can navigate through bureaucracy and then get something for you to get it done and move on with that. NS grade is just a failing grade. Academic integrity, I'll leave that to you. Please read it. Financial aid, please contact financial aid services. If you have any disability and you qualify for something, contact disability services. They'll tell you the steps you need to follow. Get hold of me and I'll work whatever is needed. Same with Title IX. If you qualify for that, please let me know. Tutoring, I have no idea if there's tutoring available now with COVID. Please contact the Learning Center and they'll be able to talk to you about possibilities if there is any. MCC Care Team, professional folks available to provide assistance, personal or family assistance. It's something that stays between you and them. They're very serious about this, so please take advantage of that. Possible dangerous situation, please read that. Let me know if you have any questions. System policies, I'll leave that to you. COVID statement, I'll leave that to you. Before coming to campus, read that. What happened if you are test positive, etc., etc. Follow these steps. Student responsibilities, main thing is please check Canvas. Even though most of the work is done in test out, but you still need to check Canvas because that's the way, that's the only way for me to get hold of you guys and update you on anything within the course. So please, few times a week, log in really quick, check Canvas, look out under announcements. Is there anything this crazy teacher put in there. And then if nothing, then you keep, rolling with your work. Check your my email. That's also, if there's an emergency, that's the way I get hold of you guys, through your my email, not your personal. Um, Disclaimer, I do not foresee a change to the syllabus. If there is any, I will update the syllabus. I will post a new one in Canvas. I will post an announcement. I will send you an email to your my email. That's really the best way for me to get hold of you guys. So my cultural values, please read those. And then finally, important dates for the semester. Please review them if you need any of those. I know they're available on our website. I just put them in there to try to help you out with this process. So next, we're done with this. You go under create test out account steps. It's also a PDF file that you download. And then these will walk you through basically the steps to go under test out. Once you get your account, your can't talk anymore. Once you get your voucher code, so you go under testout.com and then you go sign up. And then under sign up, you create a username, you create a password, you put your name. I strongly recommend that you put your my email, not your personal, just in case something happened with the account. I don't know, the next 4, 5, 6 months, and then it got deactivated or something of that nature. You can refer to that and then show them that you are a math student. So I strongly recommend to put that. You don't have to if you don't want to. And then here is where you put your activation code, which is basically just a code similar to if any of you ever installed Windows operating system or any of that nature. So let me zoom in on this and you'll be able to see it a little bit more clear. So it's a code that you'll put in. That's what you'll be buying, okay, from either the bookstore or test out. And then it's basically straightforward from there. Then you'll need to log in. Once you log in, though, that's the step that a lot of students forget to do, which is here you need to join a class. And a lot of people are not joining a class. So the first thing you need to do is join the school. So meaning I have to add and join the school, which is Mott Community College, that you'll need to add. Okay, so here it's activating the code, going through the process, library, lab sim, blah, blah, blah. Joining a school. This is the step that a lot of folks forget to do. So here you have to go join a school, and that school will be Mott Community College. And then after you join the school, it will show you the different courses available for you if you're taking more than one class, because we do use them in the Security Plus class, in the A Plus class, etc. So once you join that, you'll need to join a class, and that step is here, enroll in a class. And a lot of folks will forget to enroll in the proper class. So you have to click here, enroll in classes. The best way to do it is basically look it up by my last name instead of looking by the class itself. You can search under HACHEM, my last name, Hasham, and then it will pop up the classes that are available. Now, like I stated, you will see more than one. That's why you need COMN120 Winter 2021. So COMN120 Winter 2021, or just 21. So you need to make sure that it is the right thing. So these are the steps for to basically create an account and join the school and join a class. And then to do that, like I stated, let me show you really quick. Let me log in to my account. Now my account will look different than yours, as mine is with admin privileges, which you guys don't have. So the course that you need to join is COMN120 Winter 2021. I cannot emphasize that enough. You need to make sure that you join this class and not the one available within, like, let's say last semester or something. So once you join, right here you'll have access to the entire course, and there's practice exams which will prepare you for the Net Plus security CompTIA Net Plus certification exam if you decide to go for it and take it at the testing center. So introduction, it goes through the process of what this is. Okay, how do we go about the process of doing this, how to use the simulator, exploring this. I mean, it's just a simple review. Then if you go under here, it starts with, practice questions, what those are. So you start, your questions. it will load. Sometimes it takes a minute based on what you have. So different questions, you know, you go next, you select the question, next, and then next, and then finally next, and then score the exam, and it will score for you the exam. Now, I told you earlier, how do I go about earning 100% on every single quiz and every single lab? As you can see here, it told me question 1 was incorrect, 2 incorrect, 3 is correct, and 4 is incorrect. If you click on the question itself, it will give you the answer key. And it will give you an explanation as to what the problem is. I mean, what the question is referring to. So you will select, right here you can see that it is showing you all the answers. Okay. So you select peer, you know, multiple access, blah, blah, blah. It tells you why, gives you each one of these. If you just click on them, it will expand. What you can do now is save it, print, but instead of printing it, you save it as a PDF. Okay. You save it as a PDF, and so I'll just save it as a PDF. And then once you save it as a PDF, you have it for yourself. So I strongly recommend that you create a folder and subfolders. So you can put there chapter 1, and then you can put them in the right order. So you can just copy this, okay, exam report. You can copy this and save it as this. Once you're done, okay, I'm done with this, you can go back and take it again, because I will allow you to trial with each lab and each exam, and that's how you'll be able to earn 100% on each one of those. Okay, so that's the way for you guys to go ahead and basically earn 100% on every single assignment and every single lab. So if you look at it, it's the same thing. You move on to the next one. So here you have the material. You look at the content. It talks about the different topologies, what those are, the wired, and then wireless. Some of these are videos that you can watch. I'm gonna mute it. So these are basically helpful for you to review, as it will show you what is it talking about, what computer networking is. So it's a demonstration of what it, like here they're talking about mesh network topology, which is a topology that allows you to connect with computers all of them are connected with each other for redundancy purposes. Then gives you some facts. So right there, what is a bus topology, a ring, a star, a mesh topology, a hybrid, half mesh, etc. That's the content. So you need to review those. Once again, you go ahead and take the questions, okay, those quizzes that you'll need to take. Each one of those you can take twice, and hopefully we'll find a lab in a sec. Other videos available for you to review. Once again, the OSI network model. Some of them are demos of the labs. Those are strongly recommend that you take them. These are helpful for you to review. Once again, these are also stuff that you can print and save as a PDF, because you'll be able to use all of this when you take your exams, your test 1 and 2 in test out. So I strongly recommend that you save them in as PDF files and then utilize them the day of the exam as cheat sheets. So right there you have plenty of stuff to review, content. Same thing with these. You can print them, save them, you can move on, and etc. Quiz. These are stuff that you need to complete. Even though it says practice questions, these are the questions you need to get done. If you move on to section 2, it's the same process. So here it will show you what was completed, what was not completed. So I'll go to this one, for example, and then keep going. And then I'm just looking for a lab. So if I go to a lab, start the lab, which will take for a sec. Then here you have the instructions. It tells you what needs to be completed. Okay, so you go through the process of reading what those requirements are. I need to click on this, I need to click on that, etc., etc. And then when you're done, you can click on the test. Now look here, I clicked on done. It told me I did not complete the steps. Here it shows you what the steps are. This is your legal way of cheating and completing everything 100%. So once again, every lab you can complete twice. So if you got it done and you missed one step and you got 80%, for example, no, I want 100%, print this again, save it as a PDF, okay? And then you'll name it, whatever the lab number is, so you can recognize what it is. And then you can go back and follow the steps. So it tells you on the shelf, expand the modems category, drag the cable. It walks you through the step one by one by one. So this is your way for you to earn 100% on every single quiz, practice quiz, and every single lab in test out. You have 2 opportunities to complete those. Every time you complete one, you can see the answer key, which allows you to go back and get it done again and earn 100%. So it is basically just you taking the time to complete this properly and move on to the next one. So that's basically when it comes out to this. Now under discussions, you'll be able to see a few things now. First one is an introduction, which I would like everyone to introduce themselves. Few questions, you can copy and paste them and then reply to the thread and then answer them. I know IT folks don't like to talk. I did mine. If you guys want to read it, if you don't, you don't have to. Reply by answering to those questions. And then there is one called peer help. I want you to post any questions you might have related to the course. Not grades, just to the course, post it here. This will emulate the same as if we were in a face-to-face environment where you can ask questions and everybody can interact with each other. I'll check these daily, and I'll usually allow a day for other folks to reply to it. If they don't, then I'll reply to it. Or if you don't hear from anyone within a day, then you can email me and I'll be able to assist you with this. The last post is a current events. I put that in there for you guys to review and post any article, news that you find about, IT security, networking, programming. You don't have to write a summary or anything. If you can just find articles, links, and etc., you can post them and say article related to, I don't know, for example, hacking of company X or data breach of company X or related to computer networking, advanced technology, or etc. That's the goal of this, just to keep it fun and have an interaction. So on a weekly basis, you'll have discussion questions available here, which you guys will have to go and reply. So like I stated, the discussion questions are similar to this one. You see how I have the introductions? You'll have the questions, and then you reply, and then answer those questions. That's it. The goal of each reply is basically for you to give your own answer. Do not copy and paste from the internet. That's not the goal, and we'll start that in week 2, our first discussion question. So I am looking for your answers, you providing me content. How much per question? 5 sentences. That's basically 5 to 6 sentences that I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a page or 2 or 3 or 4. Just 5 full sentences will be more than enough to provide a clear, sustained information related to that question. The reply will be also the same, which is 3 to 5 sentences as a reply to a peer post. That's basically it for now. Like I stated, I will post in under announcements in the next few days. When would I run some Zoom meetings for you to pop up if you have any questions? Now, when it comes to test out and creating an account and joining the right class, in the next, I'll say 4 days before the end of the week, like 3 to 4 days, I will run a report to make sure who is in there, who's not. You'll see it under grades. You'll find a column called in test out or test out account. Yes, no. Yes means you are in the account, like means you are in the course. No means you're not in the course. That means you'll need to review what steps you've missed. So I'll have that in the next few days. I'll post an announcement in Canvas. I hope you'll have a great semester. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm here to help you have a successful semester. Any questions, any question is not a dumb question. Like you say, there is no dumb questions or silly questions, or please get hold of me. That's the easiest way for you to have a successful semester. So we'll keep in touch and have a good semester.